Welcome to day 3 of the video series, Stress Less, Lose More 5-day challenge. Today we will be talking about less is more. Caffeinate responsibly. I'm not saying ditch the caffeine. I'm just saying if you do consume caffeine, caffeinated beverages, please do so responsibly. Drink less caffeine. Because caffeine, when combined with even mild stress, increases cortisol levels, you know, that stress hormone, and it ends up making us crave and eat and eat and eat and yes, eat some more. In fact, the University of Oklahoma did a study on this, and they found that drinking 2.5 to 3 cups of coffee while under even mild stress increases cortisol by 25% and keeps that cortisol high up to 3 hours. They also found that drinking 6 cups of coffee while under even mild stress increases cortisol levels by 30%, and it stays this high all day long. So if you ever found yourself eating and eating and eating and craving and craving and craving, check your stress level and how much caffeine you have been consuming, because the combination can be really detrimental to our weight. So if you've ever felt like you just cannot stop eating, consume less caffeine when stressed, because this will in turn keep the cortisol levels down, and it will prevent us from craving and that binge eating. So instead of drinking X amount of cups of caffeine, your action will be to switch out at least 1 cup of caffeine with drinking good old H2O water. Less is more. Tip number 2, stop the constant dieting. Constant dieting, that is where we are restricting calories, really restricting calories, causes cortisol levels to rise 18%. So even if you've been through like I'm doing the things and I'm eating less calories and you just aren't losing the weight, it's probably because you're increasing your cortisol levels by 18%. And it puts you on that dreaded blood sugar roller coaster. So you have a sugar high, you get high energy from the sugar, but then boom, a sugar low, your energy plummets. And when our energy plummets, the body is looking for an immediate source of energy, which is your simple sugars, which is found in all your donuts, your candies, and it just starts this vicious cycle. And it makes us cranky and ravenous as well. So your action steps for today: switch out at least 1 cup of caffeine with water every day this week. If you're not one to drink coffee and you do tea instead, black tea also has caffeine in it, as well as green tea. The teas that do not have the caffeine, or if it's decaffeinated, this still has caffeine in it, or your herbal tea. So if you're a tea drinker, switch out at least 1 cup this week with water every day as well. And then answer the question of the day in the question of the day thread, which is, what caffeinated beverage will you drink less? Or what caffeine containing food, aka chocolate, will you consume less? And for fun, hey, just post it as a GIF.